Hey everyone, welcome to match 1 of 4 of Scorched Earth, playing against Grixis Control in this matchup. Deck tech was posted this morning, so if you want to check that out, there's a link in the description of this video, as usual. And of course, make sure to watch the other 3 matches going out today. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, I really appreciate your support. A couple of clicks really goes a long way. Opening hand is decent. We have Contaminated Ground there to turn off access to blue and to red for our opponent, which is fantastic. And we're going to tax some life if they have to tap it anyway. Now, normally I would try and rush out Ren and 6, but here I want to kind of turn them off a color first. Get rid of Counterspell mana, for example. And Ren and 6 allows us to do exactly what we want to do, which is hitting all our land drops here. Out of bolt range, which is nice. There you go. Our opponent paying 2 life, now 2 more life for that Thoughtseize, so that's a 4 life hit. Thank you very much. They took Glorybringer, which is okay. We're definitely going to Molten Rain this turn. And get rid of one of those lands. Oh, no. I am contemplating Contaminated Ground instead. Cool. Getting rid of a blue. That's okay. It's going to slow him down either way. Oh, okay. Opponent pays 2 more life. This is okay by me. I really don't mind. Cool. I mean, we're not really going to care much about Sedgemoor Witch. We're just going to let that go. We got Lightning Bolt, so we're going to be able to close out the game here pretty quickly. I don't think I really need to worry about her here. I feel like this is a mistake. I should have just kind of focused my powers towards my opponent. But alright. Playing it safe. The taxation from Contaminated Ground is actually going a really long way here. Our opponent's already lost about 6 life. So that's a big boon. And Red Sun Zenith is going to allow us to close out the game here. All right. So we won our first game against Grixis Control, which is great. I think Veil of Summer makes the most sense here. I don't think you need to be bring. Okay, Kozak's Return, maybe? I'm not sure about that. I guess I'm worrying about our opponent creating a bunch of tokens. Saw Sedgemoor Witch, so just kind of playing the odds there. Although Contaminated Ground is great, it does give our opponent access to black, which they can use, so it's not perfect in this matchup. Our opponent did not see Blood Moon, so although they might suspect it, they didn't see it, which is always nice. But usually when, I mean, any experienced player that sees like these kinds of plays, like right now, they're gonna smell Blood Moon. I hope anyway. Not that we have it in hand right now, but you never know. So our opponent plays Ancestral Vision, well, suspends it at least. So we're not going to do anything crazy here. Don't feel good about playing Tarmogoyf because it's in bolt range. So in response, we're going to deal 3 damage and play land. Cool. Now they can do whatever they want. Excellent. Now I can play Tarmogoyf a bit more comfortably. Fortunately, I can only play it one at a time. Cool. So I think this would be bolt time, but I didn't bolt it. Fatal push, which is what I thought. I can play Contaminated Ground here and cut him off 2 blue, which I think is probably the best thing to do here. Now, Ancestral Vision is most likely going to resolve. That's okay. There goes our Goyf. It's okay, we have a backup. That's an opportune land, because now we can play Glorybringer. We could even exert it. Although it's questionable if I should have exerted there. You know, I could have just let the Voidwalker, stay alive. But I guess I didn't want to give my opponent any more card advantage, so it is what it is. That was my goal. That was my choice. Okay, now that's a problem. Although that isn't a problem. And the fact that we cut our opponent off of 2 blue, sure, means that, you know, they can't counterspell it. It's very possible our opponent had counterspell in hand and they couldn't cast it. So Contaminated Ground, pulling its weight there, across 2 games, either stopping our opponent from casting spells or just taxing a lot of life from our opponent, which is exactly what you want to do. We even won without the help of Blood Moon, which is always great. And Glorybringer coming in there, dealing its damage immediately, getting rid of a creature. As I mentioned, the deck tech is kind of like pseudo creature removal with that exert ability. And the deck did exactly what we wanted to do. So kind of a cool land destruction-y, land disruption-y kind of deck. I really had a lot of fun with it, at least this iteration. So let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about this matchup. And yeah, stay tuned for the other matches. Thanks. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy my content in general, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. It really goes a long way to help me out a lot. If you want to become a member here on YouTube, hit that join button, which should be in and around that subscribe button. Check out the different membership tiers and the different perks you get at each tier. You know, I'd love to have you as part of my YouTube community officially as a member. And I think the membership tiers are pretty interesting, have some cool little features in there. So check it out. I would really appreciate your support. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, share my content on social media, watch my content start to finish like you're doing right now. It really does go a long way, so thank you for that. Lastly, if you want to become a patron, check out the Patreon link in the description of this video. Check out the Patreon rewards program. In a nutshell, you give me money every month. I use that money to buy sealed product, which I open up on this channel, and then I give you back that money in the form of rares and mythics at the end of every year. The longer you're a patron, the more rares and mythics you get. Basically 1 rare mythic for every month that you're a patron. And the value of those rares are anything really between $3 and $15. Some of them go even higher, as you know. So even if you average out about $5 per rare, that's $5 a month, you get your money back, but odds are you'll make more. Anyway, all that information is on Patreon. There's a video on there that explains it all. We really appreciate your support either way. Thanks, and have a good one.